sweating, I feel so much pressure. What's going on, friends? Hi guys, my name is Leah, and I was assigned ferrets for this assignment with my partner Brittany. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here this evening, so it's just me. So here we go. So the scientific name for ferrets is posted here. Mustela? What do you think that says? Mustela Pretorius furo. The scientific name loosely translates to mouse-eating smelly thief. They have many different coat colors, such as sable, albino, cinnamon, sandy, silver, black-eyed with white, chocolate, Siamese, panda, and Shetland sable. They shed in the spring and fall, and females will lose their hair after ovulation. They regrow their hair after each successful mating session. They make great pets because they are playful, friendly, and trainable. You can train them to use the litter box and come when they are called. Ferrets are mostly active during the early mornings and evening hours. People originally used ferrets for vermin control since they have long tubular bodies that can fit into small spaces. They are expert predators and are naturally curious of their surroundings, which also makes them great for rabbit hunting. They're also used for biomedical reasons, posted on the slide. And then you have a ferret hunting a tiny mouse, even though they're like the same size. Alright, so now we're just going to watch a quick video from the Phoenix Zoo on the curious black-footed ferrets. Male ferrets are called hobs and female ferrets are called gills. Males are usually larger in size than females, especially if they haven't been neutered. Males are neutered and descented by 5 to 6 weeks old to reduce aggression and minimize their odor. Gills are induced ovulators and experience a prolonged estrus cycle. Gills reach sexual maturity by 9 to 12 months of age. If gills don't ovulate, aplastic anemia develops, which is a condition that occurs when the body stops producing new blood cells. So they should be spayed if they are not going to be bred. Ferrets are sexually active from March to August, and their mating can look violent. If the female is ready to mate, she will become limp as the male grabs her by the neck. Gills can have 1 to 2 litters per year, with an average litter size being around 8 kits. The litter sizes can range from 1 to up to 18 kits. The gestation period normally lasts 42 days. The pregnant gill should be housed alone for the last 2 to 3 weeks of gestation. Alright, we're going to watch some orphan ferret babies that are 10 days old. Can be housed inside or outside depending on the weather condition. Wow. So if you live in Canada, probably not. They should be housed in an open wire cage, including wire flooring. If they are housed outdoors, they require shaded areas to escape from the sunlight and the heat. They enjoy sleeping in hammocks, t-shirts, or towels. Here I have an example of a blanket. The cages of these escape artists should be checked frequently for possible escape routes. If the head of the ferret can fit through an opening, it's likely they will find their way out. Ferrets are obligated carnivores, so their diet is required to be low in fiber since it cannot be digested. High protein and fat is required. Nutrition is especially critical for females since poor nutrition can cause small litter sizes. Ferrets can be free-fed since they rarely overeat, so obesity isn't a concern. Sugary treats such as fruit, dairy products, and fibrous foods. You're so cute. Fibrous foods like veggies should be avoided. Okay, now we're going to look at some points for handling and restraining a ferret. Majority of ferrets are complacent and can be easily handled. They are capable of biting without warning though, so it is important to use caution if the ferrets have a history of biting. Youngsters, nursing females, or ferrets that aren't used to being handled have a higher tendency to nip. Nip, nip. Good ferret. Ferrets that have a history of biting can be scruffed and held above the table to calm them. Scruffing should also be used for all vaccinations. Now we're going to look at a video from Avians and Exotics in New York City, how to restrain and handle a ferret.
Our first restraint techniques show how to hold a ferret that is more comfortable being handled. First, pick him up from under the chest, making sure to spread your hand wide across their upper body to offer total support. Then, simply scoop up their rear end with your other hand, making sure to evenly distribute their weight between both hands. This is a good position for clipping nails, where you have the actual second person doing the grooming. Our second restraint technique is called the scruff. First, you want to be able to grab their fur by the back of their neck as close to their ears as possible, and then hoist them into the air. This may look cruel, however, ferrets are anatomically designed to be carried this way. When they are babies, this is how their mother holds and transports them, which is very similar to how you might see a cat hold its kitten. Next, as with the first technique, you want to simply scoop up the rear end with your other hand, evenly distributing its weight again. As you can see with this restraint, the ferret becomes calm, which makes it a good hold for administering meds to a ferret or doing another treatment that it doesn't particularly like. And that is how you hold ferrets. Ah, buddies.
Alright, now on to some enrichment requirements. So ferrets require a few hours of play outside their cage each day. Ferrets are naturally curious creatures, so an outdoor play area should be ferret-proofed to block off openings and holes to other areas where it is difficult to retrieve them. Ferrets require tight supervision when they are out of their cages. Any items in the area such as shoes, electrical cords, or other rubber toys should be removed. These items can be significant health risks if they are taken in and could cause blockage in the intestines. So examples like boots and electrical cords are things that you need to be aware of if your ferret is out of their cage. Toys that are provided inside and outside of the cage should not be made of latex or rubber. Hard plastic toys, tents, and tunnels should be provided for entertainment and safe burrowing activity. Ferrets are extremely social and should be paired or grouped together as long as they have been neutered or they are all females to prevent aggression or unintentional breeding. Here are some examples of safe toys that you could use for your ferret. Balls, more balls. Now we're going to watch two videos. And the second video is just another enrichment idea.
really light color, didn't ya?
Okay, so the last part of the presentation is on diseases and preventative health. So the most common diseases in ferrets are canine distemper, pancreatic tumors, skin tumors, lymphosarcoma, heart diseases, and adrenal diseases, and gastrointestinal diseases. Ferrets should have a physical exam every 6 to 12 months and annual vaccinations for rabies and canine distemper. They should be closely monitored after vaccinations because they are prone to experience anaphylactic reactions to vaccinations that require veterinary treatment. Pancreatic tumors can develop in ferrets between 3 and 8 years of age. Surgery will not necessarily cure the disease, but it will slow it down. Skin tumors can occur anywhere on the animal's body. They are non-cancerous, and once they are removed with surgery, they will not reoccur. And lymphosarcoma can affect any aged ferret. Treatment may consist of surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, or a combination of all three. Ferrets with lymphosarcoma may also go into remission for 3 to 5 months. Heart diseases usually result in congestive heart failure. The heart will become enlarged from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy, or heartworm disease. The only heart condition that is preventable is heartworm disease. Canine distemper virus is one of the most common diseases in ferrets. It is spread by direct contact with infected feces, skin, and urine. Canine distemper virus can be prevented with vaccinations, but an unvaccinated ferret that is exposed will show signs including pneumonia, nasal discharge, fever, and lethargy. Adrenal disease can occur when one or both adrenal glands become enlarged and overproduces steroid hormones. Signs include hair loss over the tail, itching, and the abdomen may appear pear-shaped. Adrenal disease can be treated with surgery or medication. There are many different types of gastrointestinal diseases that include a lot of ones that I don't know the proper pronunciation, so they're on the slide. Gastrointestinal disease may show a range of symptoms including vomiting, diarrhea, weight loss, and loss of appetite. New ferrets should be quarantined for a minimum of 2 weeks before being introduced to other ferrets, followed by a physical exam, fecal exam, and distribution of vaccinations that are due. A rabies vaccine should be given out at 3 months of age and then annually after that. And 2 canine distemper vaccines are commercially available for purchase. The vaccines for canine distemper should be followed up with boosters in young ferrets at 6, 10, and 14 weeks old, and then followed by annual boosters afterwards. Thanks for watching my presentation. If you have any questions about ferrets, feel free to shoot me an email, a message, say hi to me, say, hey, do you know anything about ferrets? Because I'm totally educated now. So, anyways, bye! Okay. Hello, animal care friends. My name is Leah.
Hello, friends. Hello. This ferret kind of looks like me.
Looks like black now. you go, friend?